Welcome to another Woods Report. We're getting closer and closer to the time we're supposed to when we start. We said 4 o'clock, and gosh darn it, we're going to try to stick to 4 o'clock. Or at least around. If it's not 4, it's
What's
around.
the worst that can happen? You just put a tape in?
Yeah,
recording?
or just record later and then put it up or something.
I mean, we'll do our best to be live.
Yeah, we getting better at it. Okay. Oh my God, it's so much stuff going on.
You said it wasn't a lot.
It's a lot, but it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying?
And
it's
you
like
still got Donkey of the Day, right?
I'll let you know
Always
who the
do
donkey.
that.
No,
Always do
no,
that.
you'll see. It's
Okay.
not. You're not gonna be like, oh, you really need to do this donkey of the day. But
Because some Donkey of the Days are really good, and I'd just be waiting on them.
this one is okay.
Okay.
It's good, but it's not the way
Worth
you
it.
would.
Okay.
It's not. It's along the lines of something we've already been talking about.
But if that's what they call Donkey of the Day, that's fine. Because I'm glad with whatever they consider Donkey of today, of the day, if it's still stale,
Yeah.
it's what they said was today. But you
What?
it doesn't matter if their Donkey of the Day is like, oh, that's nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's
All
still
right.
the Donkey of the Day from the Breakfast Club. Go ahead.
Whatever. All right. So, all right, let's dive right into it because, man, how come I always do that and I always forget to go right here? But that's fine. They just see the whole back office of everything that we doing. You want to start with this one? Which one you want to start with?
One of yours.
Why you want to start with one of mine?
Because I like yours. Entertainment. I want to
All
entertain.
right, everybody relax. Calm down.
I want a light-hearted topic before we get into something that's world known.
All right, world news.
Ooh.
All right, well let's jump. I'm on the shade room.
Okay.
So everybody know Nia Long.
Okay.
Everybody keep talking about this Nia Long story, and it's your donkey of the day too. So that's why I said it's really not.
Goodness.
It's really the donkey of the day is really not donkey of the day.
People are really feeling this. They taking this really.
No, Charlemagne goes from a different angle with this. So
okay.
It's a way to do this where you don't see all these ads coming up too.
How do you say
I think his name is
Wow, it's different.
Emmy
Udaka.
Udaka.
Where
I
is he?
think.
Is he from this country?
No, I think he's from Africa.
Oh,
Well, with his name Emmy, but
how did they meet? I wonder.
good couple. Listen.
Go ahead.
All right, social media has been in a frenzy since learning that Nia Long's fiance, Emmy Udaka, I think, was involved in an improper relationship with a fellow Celtic staff member. Just one after news broke of something, whatever his name is, 1 year suspension from the NBA franchise. Long released her first statement regarding the unfortunate situation. So she speaks out. Okay. Speaking to People, the Fatal Affair actress. What is that? We know her from everything. I don't know what is Fatal Affair? She was in Fatal Affair.
Speaking to People.
They naming the movie Fatal Affair.
What movie?
We know Boys in the Hood and everything.
What's
I don't know.
Fatal Affair.
She must have been in a movie called Fatal. It must be
Unless they talking about her affair.
No, the Fatal Affair actress. She was in a movie called Fatal Affair.
Oh, I didn't know they was referencing
Out of
a
all
movie.
the movies, they picked that one. Everybody know her from Boys in the Hood. Even white people know her from
And you
Boys in the
sure
Hood.
that they're referencing a movie?
Yes, they just said that.
Okay.
It says the outpouring of love and support from family, friends, and the community during this difficult time means so much to me. I ask that my privacy be respected as I process the recent events. Above all, I am a mother, and I will continue to focus on my children. So here's the thing. What I was looking at another story. She was moving to Boston. They were shopping for a house. So it looks like they was getting ready to get married. Because they've been engaged for like 8 years or something.
Okay.
And they got kids. And all. What are you looking at?
I was just looking for, trying to get an idea of what that movie was.
So they have a son. And
so they have a kid together.
Yeah, so she was moving to Boston. She was looking for a house and she was getting ready to move to Boston. And this happened. Now,
were they like away for each other so long that he just got lonely and said, I'm going to have an affair?
Well, here's the thing. This is my thought, and I have nothing to do with these people. I don't know these people at all. I have nothing. I just, he had to have messed with somebody's wife. Somebody like the owner.
Oh, this is a wife?
We don't know.
You just kind of speculated.
Yeah, he was trying to holler at somebody.
Okay.
That some lady. But then the news came out. Somebody tweeted that's in the organization that it may not have been consensual. The woman didn't. What does that mean?
He forced himself.
Well, if you say something is not consensual, what does that mean? So unless
but it could be
he touched somebody,
but you know what? If
he could have touched her inappropriate.
I already kind of know. If you saying Charlamagne came at this different, his situation.
Well,
that's what he's probably coming at.
You know, Charlamagne.
He came at it his situation where they both intoxicated,
right,
and they ended up next to each other, and somebody said,
or that the woman's word. You just taking the woman's word. You didn't listen to nothing he had to say.
But for him to come at it a different way, I'm already assuming
right.
It's similar to his situation.
Well, I'll tell you which way he came. We might as well do it because we're not doing a redo of the Breakfast Club.
Go ahead.
He was saying that same energy that they have with suspending him because Nia Long's fiance, they suspended him for a year. The Celtics did.
Okay. Oh, that's the news they were talking about.
Yes.
He's the one. They talked about him on the news yesterday.
It's on, and even the guys
I didn't know he connected with her.
Yeah.
I thought he was just some.
No.
We didn't make that clear yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't know that was Nia Long's man.
That's Nia Long's man. And guys are talking about it on all the sports channels. They forced to talk about it because it's the Boston. And the Boston Celtics went to the championship.
Yeah.
This is a major. Okay, so this is what Charlamagne thinks. This is what Charlamagne thinks. You already know that people think that Boston is racist. Even though we went to Boston, I liked it, but I don't live there. We didn't
run into anything like
that. But we don't live there, ask the black people who live in Boston.
Racism lives everywhere.
No, but some places is more racist than others.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't live in Boston. I visited there.
We've heard about the Midwest too, Chicago.
When I visited Boston, it was fine. We didn't run into anything, but I don't live there. Mm-hmm. So if you live in Boston,
was there as a tourist kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Let us know what you think. But he thinks that they just wanted to get rid of a black coach, and this is their way of trying to figure out how to get rid of him. But I feel like, why would you get rid of a black? That's kind of stupid, Charlamagne, because they went to the championship. Mm-hmm. If he was a loser, I would agree with you. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, "No, you got to go." Mm-hmm. But they went to the championship. They didn't win, but they went.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I feel this is the other thing Charlamagne said. He's saying that they don't give that same energy to white athletes that mess up, which I agree. They don't be all over the news and everything like that. Here's my problem that I have with what Charlamagne said. They also not married to Nia Long.
Yeah, what is
Nia Long is a famous actress.
When you're married, and they have done it to white artists who have been married to white artists.
Well,
athletes. It's not like everything is on the hush hush when it's a white artist. Mm-hmm. I see what he's saying. Maybe everything not as much with our color.
Everything to me is not always black and white. Yeah. Some things is just because of the fact that you're married to a famous
entertainer,
person.
Regardless of their color.
Yeah. If he wasn't married to Nia Long, I don't think anybody would care about this story.
Makes a big difference. We've all fallen in love with her, like you said, since.
Yeah, in all the movies. And then the other part is all the black guys, you watch all the videos, they being funny by saying now that Nia Long is single, they going crazy. Even Ricky Smiley wanted to toss his hat in there. They want Nia Long. They like, we've been waiting for this man to mess up. It's like Beyonce. If Jay-Z mess up.
They said that with Halle Berry, didn't they?
Well, yeah. They like, we want to get in there.
She had to mess up a few mess ups. Ooh,
so
she's free now.
I don't think
she really want them.
I don't think Nia Long is going to have any issues with getting somebody.
Like Megan Good.
No problem. She dumped him and already she dated somebody else. That pastor.
Beautiful
Who,
women.
by the way, even though this is off the subject, I never liked him.
I didn't either. Even though he was supposedly a spiritually man of God and a pastor, it was some arrogance about
him. I don't like.
Now, here's the thing, you guys. There's a lot of people, even if you read in the Bible, there's probably
he's
arrogant.
A nice guy. I just
some
don't
people
like
think
him.
Paul is arrogant. Yeah. But I don't mind the arrogance if they're really speaking truth and whatever in the word. And you're sitting there going, yeah. But the personality aside from them speaking truth and gospel, if it's arrogant, yuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to be near you.
Yeah. So I don't really like him.
I thought he was arrogant.
Yeah, but that's on another.
But
subject.
I liked her, even though people was complaining about her being his wife.
No, she was dressing too
and the way she was.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you said
to be a minister's wife.
But no, it's kind of like what you said about Turban. What's his name with all the kids?
Turban. Oh, Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon and Ray J.
Yeah.
There was still something about her I liked better than him.
Well,
even in her messiness. That's what I mean by that. I like Megan. I just wish that she dressed a little bit more, covering with her as being a wife, a pastor's wife. But that's people's, opinion.
And Ray J, he sat down with Charlamagne the God on Charlamagne's show, and he just went on. He said that the Kardashians got his Instagram shut down. Let me tell you something.
They can do that.
The Kardashians are powerful.
We shouldn't make them powerful.
In media, they're powerful.
I don't like when people like
make
that
them
are
powerful. Yeah, they make them powerful.
Like Comeover is powerful.
Not really.
He got his own tweet kind of.
No, he got kicked off Twitter.
Yeah.
No, he's not powerful.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody is as powerful as you think they are.
Oh no, they can fall.
They're using they're using their moment.
Exactly.
And I get it. But no.
But that was it. That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about with Nia Long. She came out and spoke, told everybody to kind of, thank you for your prayers. And, this is.
So he messed up.
She found out when we all found out, apparently. She didn't know. And he was moving her to Boston and all this other stuff. Sad. I don't know why guys do that. And I don't know why women do. I'm going to stop saying guys. Yeah. Because women are just as scandalous too. Yeah. I don't know why people do that.
Why is it so hard to be committed?
Not so much.
In a relationship.
Not so much.
Is it mahoganyous?
Yeah. Monogamous.
Monogamous. I'm sorry. Mahoganyous. Like I was going to say mahogany.
Success is nothing without the one you love.
To share it with.
All right, go ahead.
But I see what Joy was saying on The View, because they had talked about her and Steve, her husband. They were together for like Oprah and Stedman,
right? But they wasn't engaged,
and they not even engaged. But I'm just saying that they were a couple.
Okay,
you knew there was nothing else. It was like Stedman and Oprah,
right?
Even in that, I believe you still need to be committed, even if you're not married with a ring on.
Yeah.
But people struggle with that, and I don't know why.
Well, my thing is not so much as far as being monogamous. My thing is I don't like when you make plans and drag people into your mess.
You figure that
why you gonna move her to Boston and you think people think they're not gonna get caught, or for some strange reason. I don't know why. But anyway, that was it for them.
And are we always surprised when it's an entertainer that's beautiful? Like when the Halle Berry situation, we're thinking you're a beautiful woman, but wow, any man would cheat still if he has a struggle with it.
Right.
No matter how beautiful she is.
Right. So then the baby, I just want to mention him. He got a song out and he talks about in his song about how he slept with Meg Thee Stallion. He's so stale. Why would you do that? What do you care? Why do you using somebody's name for clout? You want everybody to know you slept with Meg Thee Stallion. How does that make you look?
She must have been intoxicated.
So here's my thing to the baby. Thank you. She's probably drunk because she stayed with the liquor. My thing is, why do guys do that if she's not with you? So you actually, in my opinion, make yourself look bad.
Well,
because you slept with her and she's not with you. That means it wasn't that good.
Let me play devil's advocate. She's hot right now.
Yeah, and his career is going down the tubes.
She's hot. I would jump on the hot bandwagon
and say you slept with her.
I slept with her, and people go, really? They won't care about why he did it and whatever. They'll go, you was with Megan? Oh, hell, you got it going on.
And this dude is like 4'2". Just like Tory Lanez. What is it with her with short men?
I don't know.
She's Meg Thee Stallion.
She was drunk that night.
No, but she likes little men. But her boyfriend is tall now.
Really?
See, that's the thing. She slept with the baby. Not with him anymore. He's 4'2".
Okay.
She slept with Tory Lanez. Not with him anymore. 4'2".
Okay.
With her boyfriend, 6 foot whatever. She's still with him. Okay. So if I was
she got tired of looking down.
If I was a short man, thank you. If I was a short man and I was
she wanted to look up.
bragging about being with Meg Thee Stallion, I would keep it to myself. What kind of crap? What is that? It's like he jumping on a horse. This dude is short.
He's like looking up at her. Hey, I was with her.
Oh my God. And they bragging.
But yeah, I would too. Devil's advocate.
All right.
I would too.
If you was 4'2",
I do anything I can to get high, to think taller, to be more popular, to be known.
I think
I was with Megan,
and it was all around the same time. I think she was trying to know her mom's death because it was like
and this. I took advantage of.
And those two guys are similar personalities.
Oh, they are?
Yeah,
okay.
Very narcissistic. Oh. Very.
They don't care about her. They just trying to make them build themselves
just
up.
Short.
You keep saying that. They're probably not 4 feet. You just saying that.
You heard August Alsina say
he can't be 4 feet. 4 feet is really short. I would give him. I would give him 5 feet.
How tall was Prince?
Prince can't be.
Let's look at how tall Prince
when you
was.
are the number 4 is in front of your height.
All right,
you are hurt.
The baby is definitely smaller than Prince. All right, let's see.
Oh my goodness, that is.
How tall is Prince?
5'2".
Prince is 5 feet 2 inches tall.
Okay.
Thank you.
A Prince is 5'2".
Thank you.
How tall is Tory Lanez?
These are the top results.
He ain't even. He's so non-famous.
Google don't even. Franklin. He's short.
Oh yeah. They like Kurt Franklin. Okay.
That's just.
How tall is Kurt Franklin?
Kirk Franklin is 5 feet 5 inches tall.
He is not 5'5". The devil is a lie.
I bet you he
Kurt
is.
Franklin is not 5'5".
That's short. That's short. Yeah.
All right.
5'5" for a man is short.
I think Kurt Franklin is shorter than 5'5".
And I think Prince wore a heel in his boot, which made him 5'5".
Prince was 5'2". No, he said 5'2".
No, I'm saying wearing a boot heel.
Oh, yeah.
It made him 5'5".
Kurt Franklin
Because an average woman is probably 5'5", 5'6". That's why he didn't always look shorter.
How tall is the baby?
I found this on the web.
He not even famous enough.
Yeah.
See?
If you can't get Google your height, you ain't known.
It says here, he's 5'8". He is not 5'8".
How tall is Megan?
Megan who?
The Stallion.
Oh, okay. Hold on. How tall is Megan the Stallion?
Megan the Stallion is
5'10".
5 feet 10 inches
See,
tall.
these dudes ain't even tall enough to be on the Cardi B 5'3".
Yeah, she's short.
Okay.
She's short. And Nicki Minaj too, right?
But these guys is about her height.
Yeah. 5'5", 5'2", 5'3",
Yeah.
5'4".
Well, anyway, August Alsina said 4'10". When he said, remember
short.
he said a 4'10" leprechaun.
That's wrong. Because
Yeah.
some people's kid is that height.
Well,
And they 7, 8 years old.
I think a lot of these people are lying about their height.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Because I'm shrinking.
I can see Megan Thee Stallion being 5'10".
And I can see her being drunk, sleeping with them.
Yes. And why would you come out and tell everybody?
Like I said, to make him known. She hot right now. Mama even know her.
Yeah.
If my mom heard of her, oh, that lady that was on
She
the
don't
such
know
and
the
such.
she don't know the baby.
No.
Oh, I saw this too. Boosie offers to save Tiffany Haddish career. Boosie always jumping in. Talking about
Is he a rapper?
Oh yeah, you don't have Boosie on there.
I definitely don't have it.
Boosie. She writes down the name of rappers, y'all, in her little book.
As I learn their names and who they are, especially the new.
Most of these I'm just going through because I don't want to talk about them in detail.
Boosie.
Remember we talked about yesterday, DJ Academics and LL Cool J going in after him.
Yeah, any more with that?
Well, he came back and Russell Simmons said something too.
Uh-oh.
So DJ Academics came back and he really went after Russell and was like,
"Why? Say not being a mentor and stuff."
Well, Russell not even in the country. Remember, he had to flee the country. So you know, DJ Academics gonna say something
Why
about
he
that.
flee the country? In trouble legally?
Lenore, we talked about this before.
What did you say?
Russell Simmons is
I got short memory.
under investigation for sexual harassment. Or something
okay,
like
that's
that.
right. That's right.
And y'all watch. She gonna ask again when we bring up Russell Simmons.
For real. I shouldn't.
All right, we'll see. Anyway, I told you Timberland and Swizz Beatz settled a $28 million lawsuit.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I got them on the thumbnail.
Wow.
Because we talked about that in another show. Remember?
So they finally got their money.
And remember we was talking about people's gonna start boycotting the verses.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, cut the check. According to Variety, this is again the Shade Room, but they quoting Variety.
Okay,
who I'm quoting. Everybody quoting everybody.
Oh well, whoever gets the news first.
Swizz Beatz and Timberland settled their $28 million lawsuit against Triller. If you recall, last month the super producers alleged that the video sharing social networking service missed payments following its purchase of Versus. Triller clapped back and stated that they paid the two over $50 million in cash and stock. Mm-hmm. However, it looks like the drama is behind them. In a statement, the music mogul said, Versus has always been a platform that is by the artists, for the artists, and with the people. We're glad to come to an amicable agreement with Triller and continue giving fans the music and community that they've come to know and love from the brand. Okay. The part I liked about this is the bottom part.
I haven't seen no Versus since.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. The roommates seemed pleased that a settlement was reached and hoped to see Versus return. The last big battle was in June. If you recall, many moments happened on stage, starting with Bobby V, Ray J, Pleasure P, and Sammy during the pre-show, the main event with Omarion and Mario. That was a horrible show.
Worst ending of Versus.
And it was the last one we saw since June.
Oh my goodness.
So here's
that's July, August. Ooh,
these guys ended Versus.
If that's how Versus is gonna play, they lost their audience.
They gotta come back. Who should they come back with?
If they
gotta come back
with Usher and Chris
He's
Brown.
not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Usher already said he's not doing that.
Well, I mean, if they pay him a big amount.
No, he's not.
No. They
He's
don't have no money now that they didn't give it to Swiss.
And Usher is in Las Vegas, so he don't need to. Chris Brown don't need to do it. Who else? Who can they get? Y'all tell us. Who can they bring back?
High name.
It gotta be a good name.
It can't be no level B. It has to be a level A.
Nah.
And they may have to. But with all that's going on, somebody maybe already have bad taste in their mouth and how they treated Timberland and
Well, they settled, so they paid them. So
no, I'm just saying the fact that they had to go through all of that. They were in the news about problems with them.
Yeah,
and some people may have a bad taste or even dealing with Versus.
Oh well,
this may be the end of Versus.
We'll see. They got their money, so they don't care.
You know, unless they do old school, like they do Isley Brothers, that kind of groups.
Who?
And hope that our audience, my age, would listen.
They may have to bring in several
players, or
they may have to bring in
cameo,
like a combination, like Rolls Royce and something.
They're gonna have to do a mixture of old school groups and maybe some groups from your day.
I don't know.
All the rappers what's his name called Dusty.
Bring out some dusty rappers.
Dusty old rappers. Hey, call it that.
So that was, I wanted to just mention that they did reach a settlement. Okay. So that's good. Mm-hmm. But that was it. That was mine. I mean, I have another one, but I want you to do your,
Well, you could do the world news one. Well, they're both kind of.
I don't know which one is which. This one?
The one, I'm trying to learn her name.
Okay. Christina Amanpour.
This is one of my mom's favorite.
Christina Amanpour.
Amanpour.
So you want to read this?
She's been a news person for over 30 years.
You want to read this?
I'll read it.
You want to talk about it? You do kind of read. You want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it.
Iranian President Ibrahim, whatever his name is, withdrew from a long-planned interview with CNN's chief international anchor Christine Amanpour at the United Nations General Assembly in New York on Wednesday after she declined a last-minute demand to wear a headscarf. Now, some 40 minutes after the interview was scheduled, due to start and with him running late, an aide told her, I'll just say her, I don't these names, the president had suggested that she wear a headscarf. She said she politely declined.
And she did it politely.
Amanpour, who grew up in Iranian capital, and is a fluent Farsi speaker, said that she wears a headscarf while reporting in Iran to comply, which is the question I was going to ask.
Thank you.
With the local laws and customs. Otherwise, you couldn't operate as a journalist.
Thank you.
But she said that she would not cover her head to conduct an interview with an Iranian official outside a country where it is not required. Here in New York or anywhere else outside of Iran, I have never been asked by any Iranian president, and I have interviewed every single one of them since 1995. either inside or outside of Iran.
Yes.
Never been asked to wear a
Never.
headscarf, she
Thank
said
you.
on CNN's New Day program.
Yeah.
So what do you want to
The
say?
women on The View pretty much tightened that up. They said, first of all, we know homeboy, and if I'm being rude, if you guys are from Iran, that's your president.
We call our president homeboy.
Well, I'm just want to be respectful
right.
for out of the country people.
Well, now you fall into the argument then. People would say she wasn't being respected.
No,
go ahead. Go ahead.
as far as respecting him, not calling him out of his name
All right,
is what
ahead.
I meant. Like we call what's his name Comb Over, and you used to call him Orange Nixon.
Go ahead.
Some people get destroyed for that in other countries, but he was doing a political stunt. You know he was, because there is a situation going on right now in Iran where a young lady, I believe her name is Mahsa Amini, if I'm saying that right, was actually killed for inappropriately wearing her headpiece or not wearing it. It was something along that line. And one of the things that Sarah was saying, she said, how dare he be be a hypocrite? Because their country right now still has it in place where the men in the family can kill a female in the family if she's being dishonorable. And who determines what's being dishonorable when they're killing some woman in the family? Is she not doing what you want?
Wait a minute,
whatever?
so this lady wore her head scarf wrong.
They said, Amanpour, Iranian president demands, let me see, what did they say? Protest is growing in Iran towards a woman not wearing her headscarf the correct way.
Is the protest for her not wearing it or the protest for her being killed?
I have no idea. I need to look into why they're protesting. Were they mad because she was killed? Or were they mad because that, I don't know. Why would they be mad? Another reason why would they be upset? Because I'm thinking the protest is why you kill her. If her thing was maybe tilted or something, I don't know. But it has nothing to do with being over here. And that's what the news lady was saying.
All right, let's see that. That was CNN. Now we're on Washington Post.
We're going to find the real reason why you guys already may know.
I don't know.
The story. Some people have been following it.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
Why is it?
It may not be open to go there.
What's behind the protest in Iran? See, I see women. So I'm thinking they...
it's the women protesting?
Well, hold on.
Because they
man, y'all gonna make me get
I know, free
subscription. I can't stand when they do that.
Yep, they don't want you getting the news free.
Why can't they just let you see it for 1 second?
That's probably what Sarah was saying. They're killing women over there.
Right,
the women are protesting.
Rooters.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
We get more information as it comes in.
This is ridiculous. Iranian authorities and Kurdish I don't know,
rights group
reported rising death tolls on Wednesday as anger at the death of a woman detained by a morality police fueled protests for a 5th day, and fresh restrictions were placed on social media. So you said she was killed?
I don't know.
Iranian media and local prosecutors said 4 people were killed.
Oh, okay, not her.
In the last.
Sorry,
see, that's why we got to read this.
Look,
because we could go. People walk away saying,
"I was quickly listening to them."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Let me hear them catch what I'm hearing."
No.
Okay,
Iran.
The main
Thank
news,
you, Holy Spirit, for making us do this.
The main news was the reporter not wearing her headpiece.
Iranian media and local prosecutors said 4 people were killed in the last 2 days, bringing the total death toll, according to the official sources, to 8, including a member of the police and pro-government militia member. Demonstrators erupted over the death. Oh, you're right. In detention last week of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old from Iranian Christiane, who was arrested in Tehran. Y'all, we slaughtering these names for unsuitable attire. The protests, which were concentrated in Iran's Kurdish populated northwestern regions, but have spread to at least 50 cities and towns nationwide, and the largest since a wave of demonstrations in 2019 over gasoline prices rises. Reports from Kurdish rights group Hinga, which Reuters could not verify, said 10 protesters have been killed. 3 died on Wednesday, adding to the 7 people the group said had been killed by security forces. Wow.
So they said it on The View that she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying that more women protesters have been killed because of these
well, they protested because they arrested her for not wearing it correctly, and then all of a sudden she shows up.
But that's what the CNN news lady was saying. He's making it a political spectacle
by making her wear hers.
You over in New York.
Exactly.
You doing an interview on CNN News. How dare you even ask this woman in New York to wear a headpiece?
So what happens?
How dare you? He didn't show up. That's why the picture showed an empty chair.
Oh.
And she showed it. She let everybody know. And she was real. When she spoke on the CNN News, she said, I've been doing this for 30 years. I have interviewed how many Iranian presidents? And not one of them asked me to wear my head covering in the States. Wow. How dare you make this a political spectacle? I think she said something.
Well, she don't.
But that just makes you think. And then Sarah,
this is what you want.
Sarah got upset about it because she's saying the way they're treating women over there now, with the fact that they, what did Sarah say? Spoke about the hypocrisy in the country that still supports the law for males, family members to kill the women that dishonor them in any way. Who makes the decision, first of all, to kill them?
More stringent nature yourself. You were actually supposed to interview the Iranian president there in New York at the UN. Tell us about why this didn't happen.
Well, Brianna, it's very unsettling because we were going to have the first exclusive here in New York. He'd already done an interview in Iran with 60 Minutes where the headscarf was also an issue. But there, because it is the custom, one always does wear the headscarf when one's there. That's just, otherwise you couldn't operate as a journalist. Here, in New York or anywhere else outside of Iran, I have never been asked by any Iranian president, and I have interviewed every single one of them since 1995, either inside or outside Iran, never been asked to wear a headscarf. After hours of getting this interview ready, having pre-talks with the president's officials, giving them sort of an idea of what we wanted to ask about. Not questions, obviously, but an idea. They knew it.
You know, you would think you'll leave everything that's going on in your country alone. You're over in the States.
Do we know why she was interviewing him anyway? We don't know.
I don't know. Maybe because of that protest? I don't know.
Well, they went, the protest. And then he wanted to protest he wanted to say something. He wanted to bring in his own little protest over here.
Yeah, pretty much. So the whole purpose of that, his motive for doing it and saying it in New York, how dare you go to another country and demand that they wear a covering that honors your religion when you're from another country.
Right.
I see to an extent, if you're going into the synagogue, cover your head, because even though you're in America, you're in their church, you're in their community. But you on CNN News with a camera in front of you and you're going to have her wear a covering?
Yeah.
I don't blame you, Sister Sledge. You go ahead.
You call her Sister Sledge.
Sister Sledge.
Okay, so what's this thing with Jared?
Maybe hypocrisy was the theme for today on The View.
Okay.
Do you have him saying that? I think we got it ready. His comment.
All right, here we go.
I personally watch what's happening, and it's very hard to see at the southern border. I also, we have to remember these are human beings, they're people, so seeing them being used as political pawns one way or the other is very troubling to me.
Well, we're happy to see he's doing some soul searching. We'll keep you updated. We will keep you updated in case he finds anything.
His soul searching.
Okay, so he has a problem with what's going on.
I mean, we a lot of us do, and a lot of Republicans do. That's why I was saying they made a comment later on about if DeSantis was to run against Trump, Anna and all of them were giving their opinion on DeSantis. He's being really a butthole. And to the point where he's making Trump look good. He really is, because a lot of people are angry with him. He's wasting people's money, because Anna said, that's my tax money.
Jared Kushner, very troubling to see migrants used as pawns. Remember, I said that. I was like, I don't mind you don't want them or whatever. You want to drop them off at somewhere else. But to do it that way, you dropping them off like they animals or something.
And Anna said, why are you using my tax money to do it?
Yeah, I don't like that.
And Whoopi said the other day, why don't you use that tax money for something else? Maybe send things to the states that are keeping them. It says
here, Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law and advisor, appeared on Fox News this week. and criticized the use of undocumented immigrants as political pawns. The implied criticism of Governor Ron DeSantis, who has dominated headlines recently after Florida chartered 2 flights of Venezuelan migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyards in Massachusetts, comes as talks continue to ramp up that DeSantis could rival Trump for the White House. He already said he's not running, so they need to quit saying that.
Well, they just speculate.
A Fox News host posed the question about immigration to Kushner during a Tuesday appearance on the cable news channel. It was directly preceded by a clip of DeSantis defending the flights, saying they have exposed the hypocrisy of liberals who had a freak out over his actions, but ignore the humanitarian crisis at the border.
So he's trying to turn.
Oh, they didn't know that Kushner was probably going to say that,
right? As a Republican, in support of people who are, and a lot of people were saying, and Sarah was saying the other day, this would have been a good tactic if DeSantis used it differently. If he would have, they're coming. Here they come. Here they come.
And let the people know.
She said he probably would have won his point.
He would have won.
Y'all ain't ready. I told y'all.
Or I told you in the other video, Democrats don't want him either.
But I'm just
saying. But he would have exposed it.
Thank you.
Because they would have been like, it's like somebody saying, you know what? Anytime you want to come over, come on over. And then you call and say, you know what? Let's get together Friday. Well, I'm busy Friday. What? Any other time, I'm good. And then you call back and say, well, all right, what about Sunday? Sunday's not good either. But any other time, I'm telling you. What about next Wednesday? Let me look at my, darn, you're not going to believe this, but Wednesday, I got something going on.
It's not going to work.
After about 4 or 5 times, you'll say, you really didn't mean that when you said I can come over anytime.
I can come over anytime.
So he would have won if he would have done that to them and exposed them.
Yes.
They don't want him over there either.
See, he went the punk out way. He went the stupid donkey way.
I'm just going to show up.
Yeah, send him over.
He does what I hate what people do, which is show up at your house.
Yes.
Please don't do that. If you out there, don't do that.
And that's one. And
I hate when people do that.
And another thing that Anna brought up on The View today with the whole DeSantis and his platform as a Christian. She said
he runs as a Christian.
He's a Christian. He's a very conservative Christian.
Oh.
She said, "Oh no."
At least Trump don't.
He
don't pretend to be a Christian.
As a Christian, how you already know Republicans and Democrats how they feel about people coming over for communist issues. We pretty much have the door open for that because they're kind of on the same playing ground when it comes to that. And she made it clear when because she's always on these shows as they talk about their views. When you flee in communism and things like that, okay, the door, because I know Sunny had her thing about the Haitians, but they wasn't fleeing communists. They was fleeing other reasons.
Right.
But the fact that we stayed on the topic of communists and people who have fled, because she said she came over for that reason.
Right.
Her and her family. But the fact that he, as far as a Christian is concerned, he is not showing any Christian love. How he's treating them, how he's treating the situation, and how he's taking advantage of the whole process. That's not a Christian. And that's what made her angry, the fact that he even considers himself one and the way he's behaving.
He's the guy when Jesus was being born and said no room in the inn.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then, yeah, you could no room in the inn. Sorry
for you.
But then reading this,
in the hay with the
it
animals.
says 2. No, they didn't even give him that. Remember, the one person did. They let him have a bar. Whatever. 2 million across the border. Where's the outrage? But 48 in Martha Vineyards, and all of a sudden, Democrats seem to wake up. The Fox host then asked Kushner. Well, I personally watch what's happening, and it's very hard to see at the southern border. Also, we have to remember these are human beings. They're people, Kushner said. So seeing them being used as political pawns one way or the other is very troubling to me. I can't believe he actually said that.
Sonny said he's a hypocrite because they had issues. They treated people differently when the whole pandemic came out.
But why is he acting?
Some people didn't get the vaccine.
But why is he acting human now?
The shots and the COVID.
Why
testing.
is he human now?
That's what Joy was saying.
What happened?
Is it really unveiling before us? He's becoming human now.
Oh, let's keep going. I'm getting a little nervous about this. He seemed like he's becoming human.
I don't know. Maybe he had a awakening.
And remember, we
had
haven't
a Damascus Road.
And remember, we
experience.
haven't heard from Ivanka.
Yeah.
Okay. He then added that the border was more secure under Trump. Okay, who made the core of his political brand. What's with the lips?
My lips are dry.
The core of his political
Sorry, you
brand,
guys.
his build the wall policies, including one that led to thousands of children being separated from their parents at the U.S.-Mexico border.
Like Joyce said, he has a soul now. He's doing some soul searching. She said, "We'll keep you posted on what happens in his soul searching."
Well, look at this. This kind of go with what you were saying. While former President Trump this is from Tampa Bay Times. Well, I love Tampa Bay. Remember, that's my husband. He plays there.
Oh, wow.
Tom Brady.
And his wife wants him to sit out.
While former President Trump still has a dominating presence in the Republican Party, a new poll released Wednesday found Florida Republicans would prefer their governor in a hypothetical 2024 matchup. I told you that. He DeSantis.
That's just polls. That's what Whoopi said. She don't listen to the polls.
But you have to have Florida to win.
But Anna said that's not what she's hearing. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. These are polls. A new poll released Wednesday. Whenever you mention the word
I'm going to put on our
it's funny because whenever you mention the word poll, Whoopi growls at you. She said a poll, and then and Condoleezza Rice made a good point. When Sonny was talking about a poll to support her little issue, Condoleezza Rice said, you have to be careful with polls, Sonny. Polls can be directed in a way where they give you the answers that the people who want. The way you put it. The way you word your poll is what information you're trying to get to build your argument.
I'm going to put on the wall. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to put on the poll on the wall that says,
okay, who
wins for 2024?
If these two are running.
No, I'm going to do 3.
Oh.
DeSantis, Trump, or Cheney.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Who wins?
That's a good one.
Who wins?
Okay.
Let's see what our audience. Now, our audience could just be thinking different like us.
Even if you're not Republican, still vote.
I think our audience is smart, though. And our audience is
out of
mixed.
The 3.
Our audience is mixed. We have.
I don't know because some people that's chiming in. They
we have conservative and we have we have liberal on both.
Okay,
on both
but for this conservative question,
who wins?
Because it's even people who are not conservative, Democratic, Independent. Out of those 3, let's just say for sake of argument, that's all you can pick from.
Yeah,
to be your leader.
Who wins
in the next 4 years?
Who wins?
Who would you pick?
But he still looks creepy.
Yes,
even though he's trying to become human.
He's not a handsome man. No.
Well, she obviously don't care about that.
I guess that don't matter because Trump is not either.
No.
Okay.
But I find it odd that he sounds
he's doing
more
some soul
human.
Searching from what Joyce said,
and I find it odd that we haven't heard from Ivanka.
Well,
almost as if
after that.
Listen, by him saying that, it almost feels like they kind of distancing themselves away from their father.
I mean, you can only do so much. Now you have the Attorney General coming at the family. She's coming at the family, and the daughter's going to be coming at too. So,
well, that was it. Unless you had something else.
No, that was the 2, and because I bring the political taste in this when I get views from other shows, and the View is always my big one with the politics.
Well, he apologized.
Who is this?
What's Nia Long's husband?
Oh, well, he
Celtics head coach Emi, I think, Udoka apologizes after team suspension for violating code of conduct with intimate relationship at work.
Here's the thing. I know you have no choice but to apologize. I honestly don't like apologies that's following after you just got suspended. It's almost like a kid apologizes after he messed up and he burnt down the house or something. I'm sorry. Yeah, you are sorry, but you're still going to get punished. That's just love, my son, my love. But no, I'm sorry. There was one with Lizzo.
What's going on with Lizzo?
It was one when you had it. It was one of these you entered in, and then it had a side thing with Lizzo. Finally speaks to Spears' comment. Did you not hear that in the news?
When?
when you hit on one of those images, it was on the side.
Did it? Let's see.
Yeah, things pop up sometime.
That must be breaking news then.
Well, that could be just them trying to key you in to watch whatever it is, and it may not.
Lizzo seems to respond to comedian Spears. All right, let's see. Look at you. You saw that. Good job. You good for something.
I'm not just sitting here for my beauty.
Yeah. Lizzo seems to respond to comedian Aries Spears on VMA stage. Oh, that's old.
That's old.
Yeah, that's old.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I take that back.
Old school. I'm old school, y'all. Even old news.
I did you a pat, and I'm taking it
She
back.
hasn't said nothing.
No,
recently.
she won. She won the award and got up and said, "I'm winning."
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I thought she said something now. That's why I was like, "That's breaking news."
Okay.
All right. I thought you had some breaking news.
Excited.
I was excited. I was like, right while we
compliment until you actually.
I thought we was on air and there was some breaking news that Lizzo said something.
See first, and then you say,
all right. No, Lizzo didn't say nothing.
Be done.
All right, you're done.
Okay.
I saw something on the side there. There was something about Lizzo,
and she responds to
something on there. What did she say there, Kim? About on the side, something breaking news there. I think I saw a thing that said breaking news.
Didn't say nothing else.
No, that's old.
What's defended by fans? What's that?
That's all of us defending.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, she probably done. She figured he's getting his due process.
Right. So good. We got done early.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So if anything, if y'all want to make any comments or whatever, comment down below.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about whatever
we'll
y'all say.
Poll out.
I'm gonna put the poll out. I'd like to do more than one though. So we have one that says, who you got? DeSantis. And what's my other poll that we talked about today? Should that lady have worn a head thing?
No.
You think everybody will say no?
Yeah.
So what's another poll?
I wonder should anything.
You answering the questions like as if you on the poll.
Y'all should say.
But I said you're not answering
it just for him to do the.
You're not answering
interview.
whether I should put the poll. You answering as if you doing the poll. I'm saying should I put the poll out about should she? No, she shouldn't have worn it. Oh, I'm saying
I'm with her. 30 years in the field.
But some people
and
may
this knucklehead.
Some people may disagree. Some people may
disagree.
disagree. Well, what's another poll from what we talked about today?
Anything with Iran? Let's see.
Nia Long, nothing.
Well,
I already did enough relationship.
I know, and it always seems to be a man with a beautiful woman on his arm, and she's famous. Because look at Chloe. They're with famous women.
I'll ask about the head thing.
I just heard.
Some people might feel like she should have wore it, honestly. And
well, you guys got to understand who she is. Who you guys talking about? It's like saying Oprah.
Yeah,
if you've been in the business for 30 years, you're gonna say, Oprah, you should have worn.
No,
Oprah's your head covering.
No, Oprah's no better than anybody else.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't think why should something.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Why to me, honestly, if it's not offensive, you have not shown reason why it's offensive, and he did it last minute. That's why I don't want him.
But I'm saying it doesn't matter whether you're Oprah. You saying it matters who you are.
I'm not saying it matters who you are. I said it matters how long you've been in the game. If you've been doing something for 30 years,
it doesn't matter.
For me, okay, let me clean up what I'm trying to say.
Because I could be discriminating for 30 years. It don't mean it's right.
No. Well, no, I'm not saying that either. If you have been doing something for 30 years, over 30 years, and you have not offended their religion, and you're in this country.
But that's him.
He's a butthole.
But I'm saying he's a new president,
You're not bending backwards because this one man wants you to do something.
And
he did it last minute.
Well, you can say
he
that.
Didn't give her heads up.
But I'm saying,
I won't be comfortable if you wearing a head because with all this going on in my country,
that's a different
want
argument.
You to wear headpiece and give her an opportunity to go.
Yeah, that's a different argument.
Think about. That's why I'm upset that he did it last minute. He did it for political gain. He has a lot of mess going on in his country. How dare you come to our state, her city, in the CNN newsroom and say last minute, he's not going to do the interview until you put a scarf on.
All right.
And she's looking at him like, what the?
All right.
That's what I meant.
I just got mad when you said it depends on who I don't care who you are.
No, it's not it's not a fact of who you are. I was just saying before she's been in there so long doing it, she's never offended.
All right.
So she would know best.
All right.
And that's what I meant by that.
Oh,
versus a brand new CNN news
Who
person
don't know nothing.
who may not have had the experience. And like you said, maybe it's a new rule,
Right, that's what I meant.
but
So-
we know why he did it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
All right, everybody relax and calm down.
But you need another survey?
Yeah, what else?
What else? We talked about, what's some of your things you talked about?
What about the short? I talked about the baby being short. Are people going to watch Versus again? What?
Yeah. Give your idea who you think should be on Versus.
Okay, so
to
who do
bring
they
Versus
think-
back up again. Because people
Who should be the people? Who should be the next either group or artist?
are
That
you giving
Versus-
suggestions? You're gonna have them open. It's open ended.
We should probably give suggestions. So we have to come up with
Because
suggestions.
you're saying it's not gonna be as high level as Chris Brown, Rihanna.
No, they too
They
popular.
too big.
They too big.
But they will bring Versus back to life. I say old school.
Like who?
Just keep. Well, see your
Like
people.
Rolls Royce?
They were old school too. Marion and Mario.
That ain't old school.
Isn't that in
You
your
mean
day?
older though? Yeah, I mean young.
I'm thinking old school,
Like Rolls Royce.
like the Whispers.
Okay, so here, let's write this down.
Ohio
Whispers.
Players.
Hold on. Whispers against who?
Cameo.
Whispers against Cameo?
No, I'm saying.
I'm
this
saying
group.
Whispers against who?
What's some of the groups we did? Cameo against
Gap Band?
Gap Band.
Okay.
Because Charlie's still alive. He's still doing his thing. Those kind.
They
of
already
groups.
did Isley Brothers.
Yeah, they did Isley Brothers.
Whispers
and Earth, Wind, and
against who?
Fire. Whispers against.
The two short men.
Oh,
See?
who's
That's a
another
tough
group
one.
that sings like them?
All right. You got to come up with somebody. We only got one so far. Cameo and Gap Band.
See, Ohio Players
And who? Funkadelics? What's his name?
maybe
George Clinton? So Ohio Players. Or who did Roller Coaster? Is that Roller Coaster?
Ohio Players.
So Ohio Play. Yeah, that's Parliament. Against Parliament.
Maybe.
Okay.
George Clinton.
Do these
in
people
Parliament.
even know Parliament, or do they just know George Clinton?
Y'all know George Clinton.
I say
but
George
he's with
Clinton.
Parliament, and then Boosie was with him for a little
Now, what's
bit.
a girl group?
Ooh,
I do 3.
because they did.
Cameo, Gap Band, Ohio Players, George Clinton in Parliament, and then a girl group.
Is that the girls from your days?
It don't matter.
Because it's more probably
In Vogue again. Nobody could go with In Vogue.
Yeah, see, it would be those 3 girls plus those other 3 girls.
No,
and I don't know their
and
names.
nobody. They already was on there.
Oh, they was. They
Yeah,
did a
see, you
versus.
don't even remember
So maybe,
SWV.
I didn't watch Versus then. I wasn't watching Versus when SWV.
And
was
then
on.
Shaka was on there, and she was out of her mind.
Yeah,
so
her and Stephanie Mills.
that's not a good one.
And Gladys Knight was good with what's her name?
Dionne Ward? No,
No,
what's
she
her
was
name?
Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle. Gladys did a concert, and Patty kept doing clips.
I know. Patti was like, "I'm tired. Here, just do."
We need one more.
I love the gospel one. See, you can't go wrong with BB and CC and Mary Mary. Gospel probably, unless they're crossover like a Kirk Franklin, they won't get a big audience.
No, we need another group.
but another female
Or 2 people against each other. It don't have to be a group. It could be men or women.
I can't think. Remember, we had trouble coming up with verses when we were doing our little thing. We were doing people that wasn't alive.
Unless we do the ones we actually did. DeBarge against the Silvers. They all still
They
alive.
won't do that. No.
LL
LL
to kill
DeBarge
him.
for sure.
What about DeBarge against Charlemagne?
Hmm.
Or Charlemagne? What is it?
Charlemagne. Yeah, maybe.
DeBarge.
And
Because then you
Charlemagne.
got, what's his name?
Ain't that to the-
Howard Hewitt singing, and then he'll get up and sing,
Wanna
and
thank you,
then
God, for giving me one more chance.
and then LL will get up and sing. Not LL.
El
DeBarge. All these names. Okay, so
I
Charlemagne.
had some problems.
Charlemagne against who did I say?
DeBarge. No one could
Seem to solve them, but you.
found the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
The people probably have we don't do those shows no more.
I am too.
But I want to do
So
them.
I
I
want
miss
people
them.
to hear the music.
We do this because we like this. We just need to do this. It's not about getting people to subs and stuff. If they like our channel, they'll come to our
My
channel.
baby.
If we always have 3 people, if it's 5 years from now, we only got 5 people,
I
I'm
don't
good.
care. Yeah.
As long as those the 5, I want those people that was in Eddie Murphy's movie. That boy good. What's his name?
Sexual chocolate.
We want sexual
And he
chocolate.
was the only one in the audience.
We want sexual chocolate subscribers.
That boy good. He bad.
If it's 20 years from now and we are still doing stupid shows with 2 people,
They gonna
I
get
want
the-
people. They good.
The Woods
What time y'all come on?
The Woods
4 o'clock.
And
That's what we want.
Everybody in the audience be like,
And everybody have 1 million subs, and we'll have 10 strong people that clap every time we come on. That's what we want.
our cheering section.
Yes.
Yeah, we take them everywhere we go.
Yes. If you out there, that's the kind of subs we want. We want people to watch us because they enjoy us. If they like us, we funny. They don't, whatever. They like looking at our stuff.
That boy good. Sexual chocolate.
Yes.
I
Yes.
believe the children are future.
Yes.
Teach them.
All right.
Let them lead the Show them all the beauty.
If it's 5 people in the room, they pin to the computer watching us for the whole time. Versus a million. Who wants 1 million people that don't even like you?
Hey, you think Janet would do verses?
No.
That would be a comeback.
She might. Who was she gonna be against? Tony Braxton?
Oh no.
No.
We did Tony Braxton and Anita Baker.
That's a good one. Let me add them.
Tony Braxton
All right.
and Anita Baker.
I'm gonna put all this up. Tony Braxton and Anita Baker.
We did with some white groups too, but they probably won't.
Versus is for us.
Yeah, I know.
Anita Baker.
I know.
If they start putting white
Say
people,
Elton John.
people gonna be like, really? We can't even have verses.
Mhm.
Y'all already
Bee Gees.
mad about the
we
Little
did
Mermaid.
the Bee Gees versus who was the other group? Hall and Oates.
Oh yeah. All right. So the groups are Charlamagne DeBarge, Cameo Gap Band, Ohio Players, George Clinton in the Parliament, Tony Braxton, and Anita Baker.
Okay.
All right. Who should be the next verses
You're thinking it needs to
make
be-
up for that debacle that was the last
I
one?
know. I went old school, but then you got some people from your days of music that you probably didn't think of. Like if you were to do Queen Latifah that time.
Oh
frame,
yeah.
You know, that dusty time where the women that
well,
I was still,
academics call it dusty.
what's her
Okay.
name? Yo,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, y'all. So that was it. You got
Okay.
anything else?
That's it.
All right, y'all. So that was. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And always believe.
Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.